right, what's going on, man? I'm not gonna lie, as you can tell by the energy, I'm excited. Very excited. Like very 10 out of 10 excited because I got a sneaker here I've literally been waiting on for over 10 years. No over exaggeration. It's actually been 14 years, if I'm not mistaken, since I've been waiting on this shoe. Finally got it, and I'm excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. 2 sneakers we gonna be opening up or unboxing, quote unquote, today. I already kind of took both out the box. So without further ado, man, let's get into the first one, who was sent from Staple. So shout out to my people over there at Staple. I appreciate y'all. Let's get this box in here first. So it's like a kind of like a camo print box that says Cole Haan on the box. So I believe it's a collaboration between Cole Haan and, of course, Staple. People who don't know, Cole Haan is like its own separate clothing brand, or not clothing brand, but its own separate entity. And they decided to collaborate with Staple. And I think Cole Haan does like a lot of like upscale gear, from like upscale like shoes and stuff like that. And I think they're venturing off to like the outerwear stuff. So that's pretty much why we get what we got here. We get like this cool, I'm not even sure what this is. We don't recognize footwear because it's easy. Okay, cool. So they kind of gave me like this booklet that came with the sneaker. I like the presentation. I think that's pretty cool. Shout out to them for that. Cole Haan Staple 5.0 Grand work sneaker. Okay, so it's a work sneaker, a truly special collaboration between Cole Haan and Staple. We were collaborating 10 years of defying convention and 25th anniversary of Staple. It's business as usual again. All right, cool. I like the stain they put on it. Let's check these out and see exactly what they look like. Now, Staple is one of them brands that's like in the middle of streetwear and fashion for a long time now. You probably seen them collaborate with like Pat Ewins and other brands like that. And now they linked up with Cole Haan to kind of give us something that looks more like an outerwear hiking shoe. The reason why I'm saying that is because like the thick outer sole and the way that it like comes up so high, and like the whole design of this sneaker definitely gives me like hiking vibes. However, you do see the Cole Haan branding here, and of course you see that Staple pigeon logo on the sneaker as well. I think it's cool for what it is. If it's meant to be like a hiking shoe, this is definitely like it gives me like that ACG type look, or that ACG feel, to where you get a sneaker that almost has the exact same colorway as the ACG as well. All right, let's do it. All right, let me wind up, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like, my chest is beating. This is the moment we all been waiting for. Well, maybe not y'all. All right, if you've been paying attention, if you really a fan of Snipe, bro, you know Chris Paul is my favorite player. True, but for my people who really know me, because I say this all the time, go back to my videos back in 2017, 2018, if you've been watching. Before Chris Paul even got into the league, or before he made his way doing his thing, it was one player, right, that was my favorite player before Chris Paul was even in that category, man. And if you know me, come on, man. If you know me, then you already know who that is, man. It was Gilbert Arenas, bro. Gilbert Arenas. Now I know what y'all thinking, Snipe, why come none of your favorite players wear rings? Hey, worry about you and your favorite player. My favorite player get buckets and they nice over here. Come on, man. Gilbert Arenas, hands down, my favorite player before Chris Paul came around, man. Everything about Gil, from the attitude, I watched him at Arizona, bro. Attitude, delivery, the way he scored the ball, the whole hibachi mentality, like, bro, Gil was always one of them guys, man. One of them guys for sure. As you guys know, Gilbert Arenas was one of the few people who had Adidas brand deals, and also came out with his own signature sneaker. A lot of people don't know that. Alongside people like Tracy McGrady, Dwight Howard, a lot of other Adidas sneakers have kind of been discontinued, but recently they decided to re-release them for a short, limited amount of time. I was actually fortunate enough to go out and grab a pair, okay? It wasn't like these were selling out. It wasn't like people was going crazy for them, other than me, but I always wanted these growing up because Gil was my favorite player. And of course, obviously, same neighborhood story, we couldn't afford them. Now, this shoe was released in like 2008, for them to be re-released in 2022 after Gilbert Arenas is already retired. Man, this sneaker means more to me now than it possibly ever could have when it actually came out. So I'm excited, bro. Let's open these up and see. Obviously, it's a basketball sneaker. I really don't do unboxings or reviews on basketball sneakers that I usually buy, because I don't think y'all have I don't think I care enough, honestly. But this is for me, all right? This is for me. Talk to me, man. That Agent Zero, okay? This is called the Agent Gil Ramastad, I believe. And this is the Slam colorway. Now, like I said, Gilbert Arenas was one of the few players that had those Adidas deal, and we all know what happened with the Gilbert Arenas situation that obviously made him lose those endorsements and unfortunately had him take a backseat in his career other than injuries. And I ain't gonna bring that up, you know what I'm saying, because we ain't doing that. Gilbert Arenas, if you watching this, bro, you changed the game, bro. Before Steph Curry came down shooting threes, turn around before they went in, you've been doing that. Before Damian Lillard came down shooting from 50, you did that. I literally vividly remember Gilbert Arenas playing against my Cleveland Cavaliers. That is the reason why I'm wearing this retro Cleveland Cavaliers hoodie, the wine and gold. We didn't have this colorway, or we haven't had this logo since the early 2000s, back when I was watching Gil. I gotta remember, I'm from Cleveland, right? Do y'all remember when the Wizards had Antoine Jameson, Gilbert Arenas, Deshaun Stevenson, Brendan Haywood? They had Larry Hughes. They had a really good team. And they often would go against us, the Cleveland Cavaliers, in the playoffs. And Gilbert Arenas made some amazing moments. None of them like when he held the ball on the sideline, 3, 2, 1, take one dribble, pull from like 40 feet, send it to overtime. They eventually lost. But like plays like that is why I always just gravitated towards Gilbert Arenas. I always loved and respected his game, and why I have the jersey. And one day I'm gonna meet him, bro. He gonna sign this, and it's gonna go with all the Chris Paul stuff, because man, he's one of them. All right, he's one of them. Back to this sneaker. So a few colorways had dropped. It was this sneaker, which was the Slam. I think another one was called the Undercrown, and last but not least, it was the Hibachi colorway. I decided to go with this one because it was the Slam colorway, and this one had like a cool storyline to it. So in 2008, Gilbert Arenas had debuted on the Slam magazine. If you guys don't remember that, it was a very iconic Slam magazine cover. Gilbert Arenas had no shirt on. He had the Wizards jersey like over his shoulder, showing his chest tattoos. At that time, it was kind of taboo to have a lot of tattoos. I know AI kind of paved the way, but it was still one of those gray areas, and people was like, oh snap, this kid out there in Washington is kind of showing out. It was crazy. Adidas basically made a sneaker to kind of wrap up that Slam magazine cover, and this is exactly what they came out with. Now, the reason why it's important that I give you all the background and the details is because Gilbert Arenas was pretty much hurt between the 2007-2008 season and the 2008-2009 season. So basically, even though Adidas came out with this colorway to kind of, you know, put homage to that Slam magazine cover, this shoe was never given out to the public during the time that this sneaker was released. So out of all the colorways that came out, this was the one that kind of stuck out to me because of the storyline. That's the same reason why we love Jordan Brand, the same reason why we love some of the Nikes we love. The storyline of this shoe never being released because of injuries, and how iconic. I remember growing up in the era where magazines was still important. Do y'all remember like getting Game Informers, figuring out like what games was coming out, how to get cheat codes on GTA? That was a time where magazines was huge. And at the time, I remember having that Slam magazine with Gilbert Arenas on the cover, and it was all on ESPN, and people were talking about, man, who's this new bad boy coming into the game? It was, of course, Gilbert Arenas, and they made a sneaker kind of idolizing, or not idolizing, but I would say they made a sneaker paying homage to that Slam magazine cover. And for me to figure out that it was never released to the public just due to injuries, I had to pick it up. Now, this sneaker was $150. Of course, I'm not gonna be rocking this with a fit, but I do plan on wearing these, man. I actually, you know what? What I actually want to do is get another colorway and probably like hoop a nose and leave these glass cased and hopefully run into Gil, man. You know, he do a lot of content with people that y'all probably know, and he also have his own podcast, things like that. He's still active in the space. So it is a chance for me, like, you know, working with the NBA now, playing for the NBA Summer League, working with Bleacher Report, I could possibly run into Gil, man. You never know. So I just want to have these things on ice just in case the opportunity ever presents itself. But that's my rant, man. These are the Agent Gil Ramastad, the Slam colorway. I'm excited, man. This has nothing else to do with anything other than me just being a childhood sneakerhead, going back, getting a pair of shoes that I really, really wanted. Leave your comments down below, your thoughts, your opinions on the Agent Gil Ramastad, or who was you watching back then? Who were your guys back then? There's so many guys that we forget about who was really like that. From the Brandon Roys to the Danny Grangers, to the OJ Mayos, to the Gilbert Arenases, to so many other, from the Johnny Flynn's, to guys who was really like that. Guys who was really getting buckets that just don't come up in conversation no more. Michael Redd. These are some guys, man. I'm a basketball head, bro. Don't get it twisted, bro. Snipe loves, I love basketball, so I can talk about this all day, man. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. Let me know down below. I'm excited, man. I'm about to go try these on or something, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Until next time, man, you know I cannot leave without saying everybody want to be famous, but who really putting in that work, though? Snipe Squad, love y'all. Dream big.